Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a simple makeup tutorial, especially for beginner. It's going to be very easy, very simple, like seriously very simple, especially to those who really don't have any idea on how to put makeup on. So if you want to know more, please keep on watching this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, the first thing that you need to do before you go for any makeup products is you need to prime your face with moisturizer or a primer. In this video, I'm going to be using my moisturizer. This is from Clinique. I'm just going to apply to all over my face. Basically, you can use any moisturizer that suitable with your own skin types. There are many affordable moisturizer that you can get. For example, honeybee moisturizer from Sephora or any other kinds of moisturizer that suit with your skin. Okay, so that's the first thing. Let's say if you don't have any primer, you can use moisturizer, because moisturizer also works to protect your skin and it works as good as primer too. Why we need a moisturizer and primer is because we want our makeup to stay in place, also to make sure that the makeup will be long lasting for the whole day. The second thing that you need to do is conceal the parts that you need to conceal. For example, your scars, blemishes or redness. I have dark circle and I have scars here which due to my acne. Okay, the concealer that I'm going to be using in this tutorial is from Maybelline. This is Maybelline Fit Me concealer. Two shades that I have is medium and deep. So for concealing my dark circle, I'm going to be using the concealer with the shade Deep. This is quite dark on me. One mistake that always done by beginner, they tend to choose the concealer that is lighter from their skin tone. That is wrong. Okay, actually for concealing, you have to choose the concealer that is 2 or 3 times darker from your skin tone. When the concealer is too light from your skin tone, it will turn out to be bercapuk. Kalau dalam bahasa Melayu kita cakap macam kelabu lah. It's important to choose the right shades of concealer for your dark circle. This is like 2 or 3 times darker from my skin tone. So I will blend it out with the sponge. I dah basahkan sponge ni, so the products will not stick too much on this thing. If you don't wet your sponge or your beauty blender, there will be too much product absorbed inside this. Okay, so here you can see it covers so well, although it looks orangey. Okay, you don't have to be panicked about that because we're going to put the foundation later on. There are many types of concealer that you can use, and for the drugstore product, I really recommend this Maybelline Fit Me concealer because the coverage is just so good. But you can also try other brand from drugstore, for example L'Oreal, but I haven't tried it, so I don't know how the quality looks like. So this is what I've been loving so much ever since I got this, because it just works so good for concealing. Moving on to foundation, I'm gonna be using the Magic foundation from Almost Wanted Cosmetic. Okay, this is from drugstore. You can get this only at Watson. You can get this from Watson, but it's a bit pricey. It's 74 something, if I'm not mistaken. But the shade here is too light for me, so I will mix with other foundation of mine. I'm going to be using this NARS foundation in the code Stromboli to mix with this foundation, just a little bit. If you are a beginner and you want to go for high-end foundation, I really recommend this NARS Sheer Glow foundation because it's suitable for any skin types and it has a long-lasting effect. Like seriously, it's lightweight. Other brand that you can try from high-end makeup, MAC or Too Faced, Marc Jacobs, and lots of brands. But if you go for drugstore brand, I really recommend this foundation. It just works so good, surprisingly so good. And what else? We have Maybelline Fit Me, that works good too. Catrice, yeah, Catrice brand. And with the same sponge, I blend it out. For beginner, I really recommend you to use this kind of sponge because it's super easy to blend, especially for those who wants to have sheer coverage. But if you want to go for full coverage, I recommend you to use brush like this, buffing brush. Okay, this is what we call buffing brush. So by using this, you can have full coverage, but with this sponge, wet sponge, you will have sheer to medium coverage. Okay, so I just gonna blend it up sebelum dia kering. Okay, for my makeup routine, I always like to tap on my eyelids here, but some other people don't like. So it really depends on you for this part. It's not necessary actually. Okay, look at that coverage. It's just so good. I hardly trust local product, but this one, it's just so good. You know, just go and buy. Okay, lepas tu kita nak pakai eyebrow. Pakai eyebrow. Okay, it's not going to be complicated for eye makeup. So now I'm gonna be doing my eyebrows. And for beginner, if you want to do eye makeup, I really suggest you to try brushes from Rina Beauty. This is the whole set for eye makeup only. Basically, there are 5 types of brushes that they have. Okay, I'm gonna take the angle brush here and do my eyebrows. So the eyebrow product that I'm going to be using is from Heavy Rotation. This is what I've been loving to use ever since I got this product. It's so natural and easy to apply. With a good brush, it will be easy to apply. I'm going to take these 2 shades and mix together and lightly apply to my eyebrows. I have kind of messy eyebrows, so if we are in the same situation, you can follow my step. We're going to start with the lower lines of your brow. Start from the center, okay? Center and go backward like this. And then kita tarik macam ni. With the same technique, you apply this on this part. This angle brush is good, but I found out that as I keep on cleaning this brush, it turns out to be kembang tau. Dia macam kembang tau. So another angle brush that I recommend you to use is from Tarte. And this brush comes with their eyebrow products too. But I don't really like to use that. I just like this brush. So yeah, I keep using this brush over and over compared to this one. But just give it a try. Probably it's just my technique of cleaning is wrong. I don't know. It's not necessary to be same. Just keep it looking similar for both sides. For both sides. I took quite a long time to practice on doing my eyebrows because before this it doesn't look as natural as this. It was so horrible and I don't want to see that picture anymore. Yeah, because practice makes us perfect, you know. Okay, this is optional. I'm going to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills Deep Brow Gel. Ni kita guna untuk sikat eyebrow. This is optional. If you want to use it, you can use it. If you don't want, that's okay. It looks neat for both sides. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, after doing my eyebrow, I'm gonna set the whole face with loose powder. And the loose powder that I recommend you to get is from Alha Alfa. This is in the shade, this is in the code Glow. For the drugstore, probably you can get Revlon, but for high-end, I recommend you to get Laura Mercier or Chanel loose powder. So to apply this loose powder, you have to make sure that the foundation blends well on your face. Only then you can apply this loose powder. Just gonna pat it with the sponge first. It works so good. It makes my foundation stays for long hours. I'm going to blend out all this, and the brush that I'm going to use is from Real Technique. You can use any other powder brush. Okay, I'm going to leave this loose powder for a moment because we are going to do eye makeup. So probably there are colors that might transfer to this part. Sebab kalau colors tu jatuh dekat sini, we can easily remove it. Eyeshadow that I recommend you to buy is from Maybelline. This is the nude palette. Other brand that you can try is from Essence. They comes with a good quality of eyeshadow too. For drugstore eyeshadow products, there are two brands that I recommend you to try. First from Maybelline, and the second one is from Essence. And sangat-sangat sesuai for beginner. Okay, it's time to do eye makeup. Okay, for this process, I'm teaching you how to properly use the eyeshadow so it will not transfer too much on your cheek here. Okay, not too much, just two colors. Firstly, I'll pick this color right here. It's called Tan. For beginner, kalau malas nak guna brush, you can use finger only. Okay, I think it's easy to use your finger first, and then when you want to blend the color, you can use the brush. That's how I'm going to teach you today. So I picked up the color here and it looks like this. Oh, kejap. Okay, before we go for applying this color, I'm gonna set my whole eyelid with the shades here. So this color will blend smoothly afterwards. Basically, you can use any powder to set this eyelid first. If your palette have this kind of shades, you can use it to apply on your eyelids, just like this. Okay, this color that I picked just now, start from center and then move forward. Lepas sikit, tarik sikit macam ni. And blend the rest of the color with your finger. Like this. Okay? If you need more colors, you can put it more. And for the lower lash line, you can use the small brush like this. This is from Brina Beauty, the one that I mentioned just now. Small and very easy to blend on your lower lash line. Okay, with the same color, I'll put this on. It's quite hard for the first time, but as you keep practicing on this, you'll get used to it. So basically I put on the top and on the lower lash line to make it balance, and blend out this color here, up and down like this. Kalau nak top up lagi, kita letak lagi. With the proper brush, it's going to be easy. I promise you, it's going to be easy. Okay, once you've done with that, you can take another blending brush. This is also from Brina Beauty. This is in the code B213, and blend out the rest of the colors here. So another color that I'm going to use for this tutorial is this one. This is in the shade Sandy. With this finger, going to apply here. Then blend again with the same brush, so the color will not be too intense. Okay, that's it for the eyeshadow part. But one thing that I want to add on for this eye makeup is highlighting. This is the lightest shimmery shade from this palette, so I want to use it to highlight my tear ducts here. You want to go for it, you can do this. If you don't want, that's okay. And I bring this color along this lower lash line too, just a little bit, not too much. This is for beginner, like I said before, and you don't want it to be so sophisticated. Once you have done with the eye makeup, you can remove this powder just like this. Okay, now it's time to do line on your eyes. So I'm going to use this Hyper Sharp Maybelline eyeliner. I really love this applicator. It's so easy to draw eyeliner on your eyes. You have to start from the center. Just make sure that it will not be too thick. Okay, and then go backward. Kita tarik-tarik je macam tu. And then bila kita dah selesai this part, kita tarik-tarik yang depan macam ni je. Sikit-sikit. Okay, that's pretty much of it. Don't go beyond this, otherwise it will look horrible for your daily makeup. So I'm gonna do my other eye. Right. Okay, and that's it for eyeliner. You have to make sure that it looks as natural as possible. Okay, now it's time to apply mascara. I really recommend this Hyper Curl mascara from Maybelline because the applicator is in the curve shape, so it's easy to lift up your original eyelashes, especially to those who have straight lashes like mine. It's quite hard to make it curl, so with this kind of applicator, it makes our work very easy, you know. Okay, before we go for mascara, we have to curl them first. You can get this curler from any brand. I got this from Sasa, Cyber Color brand. Okay, take some time to curl, about few seconds. And then straight away curl your lashes. I'm not going to use false lashes because, as I promised, this is very simple for beginner. And I want to make sure that the whole look will still look like ourselves. You know what I mean? And make sure the curve is like this. And tarik je macam ni. Okay, let it dry because later on we're going to curl them again. Another brand of mascara that I suggest you to get is from Essence, but the applicator is not in the curve shape like Maybelline. It's straight, but the bristle is like macam gemuk-gemuk macam tu tau. So for those who have originally curl eyelashes, you can use this kind of mascara. And mascara ni pisahkan kita punya eyelashes tu satu-satu tau. It will not make our lashes stick one to another. Once it dry, what I do is I curl them again. because I want it to look really curl. Can you see the difference between these two eyes? Yep. Okay, once you have done with that, what I do is I apply some more to lift up those lashes. Kan gitu. I'll do the same for my other eye. Okay, for lower lashes, I'm gonna take this Essence mascara. Alright, we have done with the eye makeup. So now I'm going to straight ahead with blusher. For beginner, you can get this Essence blusher. It's very cheap and it has a huge range of colors. I think I'm gonna pick this color because it's a bit warmer. Okay, for blusher, please use small brush like this. Don't go for too big because the application will be very hard if you use a bigger brush. So if you use this kind of brush, it's quite small, is it? This is quite small, but not too small. I'm gonna take this color and just apply it lightly on my cheek. Don't pick too much because I'm afraid if the color will be too tense on my cheek. Kita ambil sikit-sikit and then kita apply on our cheek like this. Here. Don't go beyond that. Don't go beyond this. It's not too pigmented. That's the thing about blusher. It doesn't have to be pigmented as eyeshadow. Now I'm going to contour my face. This is optional, but if you want to go for everyday look without contouring, that's okay. But if you want to do contouring, I recommend you to get this shading. This is from The Balm. It's suitable for shading our cheeks here and also our nose. For shading, I'm going to take this small brush from Real Technique. Yeah, for beginner, I recommend you to try brushes from Real Technique. They just work so good for our makeup application, like seriously very good. So for shading, we just apply it lightly from here to here. Dia macam selari dengan kita punya bibir, tapi kita naik atas sikit. So we go downward like this. Just a little bit. Okay, it's simple makeup for beginner. If you don't want to do this, that's okay. I'm just going to teach you how to do it. Okay, make sure it blends really well on your skin. Okay, for the nose part, I'm going to take the brush from Brina Beauty. This is in the code B211. Okay, cara dia macam ni tau. Kita ambil colour ni and then kita ketuk-ketuk sikit. So the colour will not be too much on this. Senang nak blend. Basically for shading, kita start from here and then go upward and downward, upward and downward. Alright, and then a little bit around here. Okay, that's enough. Right, it's very simple. It's very simple. You just have to do the right technique with the proper applicator, means brush or sponge, you know. Okay, the last part for this process is lipstick. The lip product I'm going to use is from Maybelline. This is new. It's Maybelline Sensational Liquid Matte in the shade Birthday Suit On. You can get a lip product from any kinds of brand. So many brands come up with a lip product, even the local one. I mean, like, it's current trend or what? People always come up with the lip product, lip cream especially.
This one. This one.
You just need to find the one with the great quality. This is how the color looks like. Ini macam peachy color. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much of it. So I guess that's all for my sharing today for makeup beginner. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to give a thumbs up for this video if you find this video is really helpful for you. My advice is that please try to find the products with a good quality, especially the drugstore product first before you go for a high-end product, and then try to do experiment on yourself, because the skill that matters, not the products that you use. If you have so many makeup products but you don't know how to apply it, it's such a waste, you know. And if you have any question to ask or anything that you want to know about this makeup, please leave your comments or question in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel as usual, and I see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.